Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to our channel.
How's it going, you guys?
Well, guess what day it is today?
It's the day that we've been waiting for. It's
Concrete Day! It's really nice to meet you, sir.
You too.
Nice to meet you.
Gary, Wesley, nice to meet you, man. You too.
So, all the concrete's got to go inside all this hole with the rebar. You think we could do it with your chute and everything? Yeah.
Well, which way you want to tackle it? Get the closest thing that way.
It don't really matter to me.
Well, we're new, so I mean, you literally have way more experience with this than we do. We've never, ever done this before.
Oh, this be alright.
All right. All right, guys. Well, I think we got a plan on how we're gonna actually make this happen. So, yeah, let's get set up and let's get this concrete poured.
I'm glad I can shoot on that just a little bit. You want to put the chute over there a little? Yeah, I'm hoping it.
Fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay.
All right, good morning, you guys.
Good morning, good morning.
So as you guys saw yesterday, we had some concrete poured.
Yep.
Pretty exciting. I'm not gonna lie though, the day did not go as I had planned. So check it out, guys. We've got concrete poured. You can see over here, it's kind of smoothed out. It's not so bad over here in this area, but in some of these other areas, like right there, it cured before we could even spread it out, and over here too. And then that back wall, I don't even want to talk about that back wall. That back wall had me fuming. Right here in the center, there still needs to be some concrete, and then right here, there still needs to be some concrete. So we're gonna have to order one more truck. But Gary, why don't you let them know how the day went?
So basically the chute was only 15 feet that they had, and it was a interesting, to say the least, to get the concrete into all the forms. It can't, I mean, it was going, but we had to literally shovel and move it down as we were going. But it actually didn't go too bad. I mean, it was pretty stressful, like no tomorrow, I'm not gonna lie, because it's a lot of concrete. And we got to this point and it was already starting to dry in his truck to a point where he needed to go.
Yep, that's what
So
all of
that's
that
why
is.
he dumped that out from the chute just to get it out. I'm not too worried about that. We'll be able to get this all cleared out and everything. We still have to get Rooster over here to move all this dirt mounds and all this stuff. So I'd flatten this out to get a nice slab out in the front area. So I'm not too worried about any of that crap, to be quite honest. But all the little sides where it overfilled when they were just going and trying to get them to stop exactly, and it starts to overflow. It was like, son of a gun, stop, stop, stop.
Yeah.
But I mean, it worked. It's not as bad as it could have been. My biggest worry was the form boards blowing out, and not one of them did.
They all held exactly how they were supposed to, but like Gary said, it was coming out of the chute way too fast, especially right here in this area. There was a mound, like super tall. You can see where the concrete is on this stick. That's how high the mound was right here. And so we had to shovel it from here and try to spread it out and smooth it as we're going. And it started curing before we could even get it smoothed. So we've got a mess.
Yep.
We've got a mess.
Yep.
I was not too happy about it. I was like stressing out beyond the max. It was horrible. Absolutely freaking horrible. I would love to sit here and be like, oh yeah, guys, I'm so happy. Everything was perfect. But that would be completely lying to you. It was terrible. I don't even know how we're going to fix this stuff, but I know that we're going to, which leads us to what's happening next.
Yep. So my next thing, I mean, pretty much the only way to fix this is to go around on the sides and add a little bit taller form board, pour on top, and get it with the hose. Basically the only thing. And with how much of a nightmare it was doing this, just what we've got, yeah, no, I'm hiring somebody to come out and do the forms. And I ain't wanting to dig no more. Mel, do you want to dig anymore?
Heck no, I'm done digging. So there actually was, I did talk to a concrete guy, because we knew that we were going to have concrete workers come in to do the slabs for us. That was always something that we planned on doing. We planned on doing all of the stem walls by ourselves, but then when the actual slab, like where Gary and I are standing right now, was to be put in, we were planning on a professional concrete worker to come in here and make it like glass for us, as well as the patio in the front. So today we have a quote from 2 different companies. We got one coming in about a half an hour, and then we have another one coming this afternoon. They're going to take a look at this monstrosity, give us some ideas on how either they could fix it or we could fix it, and give us some quotes and all of that stuff. And we're going to go from there, talk to them about doing the slab and see what can happen. I did talk to him on the phone, and one of the gentlemen had told me that they can come out here with some of their concrete cutters and cut it so they don't have to go up on any more form boards like Gary was saying. So I'm going to see what their pricing is, how they want to go about doing this, if we decide to have them fix it or if we decide to fix it ourselves. I don't really know, but this has got me so stressed out, guys, because like right here in this area, when they were pouring it from up there down here, it was just a big old giant blob. Like they completely missed the holes like entirely, and it was all pouring outside of there. I'm over here trying to shovel it inside the hole. Gary was over there trying to smooth it out. It's all curing. It was seriously a nightmare, like a nightmare. You ever seen that one GIF where it's like the kid in the back seat of the car and like she spills her milkshake and she's trying to like pick it up like, please, please, and it's just making a big mess? That's what it felt like. It was just horrible, just mess. I was like having a breakdown, guys. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I was just so overwhelmed. And the concrete just kept coming out the chute. We tried telling the workers, like, stop, stop. And they were pouring it in the complete wrong spots. But out here in Arkansas, which is something totally different than they do from, like, the West Coast where we're from, is the driver is just the driver. They don't help pour or do anything. Where on the West Coast, when you have people come out there, they're pouring it. And I kind of expected them to make it in the holes, since we don't know, but they completely missed the holes, guys. Like, it was terrible. I mean, like, and I'm not trying to talk smack about it, the company or anything, because I mean, I guess it's just how they do it out here. They're not responsible for that, but I was beside myself with frustration and just disappointment that it went this way. We worked so freaking hard for months and months and months, digging and forming and with all of the rebar and everything, and for it to turn out this way, I'm beside myself with just disappointment, disgust, just all of it. Yeah. I don't want to lie to you guys and make it all sound like sunshine and roses, because it's not. These are things that if you guys are going to go on a similar journey, you're going to have to face. These things happen. So I'm not going to wallow in it and be so upset forever. It's a new day. We're going to continue to find a solution to this problem and continue to press on. It's not the end of everything, but it definitely threw a giant wrench into the whole situation.
Like I said, it really isn't that bad. I mean, yeah, it is a nightmare.
It is.
It's not that bad.
No, the biggest problem is that it was
worse. Imagine a blowout.
Yeah, a blowout would have been
One of these
worse.
blowing out, and then now you have concrete all the way out, and you can't put it anywhere.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've seen a lot worse. This isn't that bad. Yes, it sucks, but nothing to beat yourself up over.
I mean, it is what it is. We're gonna fix it though. We're gonna get it fixed. It's going to be fixed. And we might just be calling in some help from some professionals just to finish this part out. So we have some different professionals in the area that we've contacted to help us get there. In about 30 minutes from now, we're going to have a concrete company come take a look at this, give us some of their ideas on how they would fix it, give us some quotes and whatnot. We're going to speak with him this afternoon. We're going to have another person come out and give us some more ideas and quotes, etc. We're going to speak with him as well. We're going to decide which one we want to go through, if any of them, and kind of go from there. So that's where we're at, guys. I wish that this was a huge victory. I wish that this was so much better than it actually is, but this is the reality of trying to do it yourself when you've never done anything like this before. And again, honestly, I feel like it would have been way less of a fail and we would have been able to do it ourselves had the concrete made it in the holes and we weren't struggling to...
If we had the hose shoot thing from the get-go, like an actual hose that you could walk around and shoot it in, then we could have had, like, either you operate that, I went back behind you and smoothed it, or vice versa. It is what it is.
Yep.
It is what it is. There's nothing you can do, you know.
But it's all not lost. I'm happy that the form boards didn't blow out. We do have some areas, like we're showing you right there, that are smoothed. They're smoothed enough for what we want it to be. And it's good enough for us to be able to put blocks on top of that. It's just the areas like this, where it's actually higher than the form boards. If you look at that, it's higher than the form boards. I know I sound a whole lot more disappointed with it than Gary does. Because I am. I'm so much more disappointed with it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was out here breaking my back, freaking shoveling and digging and doing all this stuff by hand just for it to turn out like this. I'm very disappointed, but life goes on. And we're going to get this fixed one way or another.
Nope.
So I guess stay tuned while we figure out how we're going to go ahead and fix this. We're going to keep you guys updated. We might be hiring a company in. I don't know which one yet. We're going to get these quotes going. And we're going to get it fixed. We still need one more truck of concrete regardless, because that section doesn't have anything in it. This section right here doesn't have anything in it. So there still needs to be more concrete put in these holes regardless. I'm going to wait to talk to the professional to see about how and what we're going to do to fix this.
Yep.
So it is what it is, guys. We'll update you here in just a little bit.
Yep. Let's talk to the professional.
Yeah.